And welcome everybody here to a 446 Sports production of Battle of the Border here at Tioga High School, the reservation, Tumey-Ingram Field. Again, this is a 446 Sports production. I am Billy French, voice of your Tioga Indians. Got a little different color commentary in here tonight as Chuck is going to be just producing tonight. He said he's got so much stuff he's got to fix. So John Wolf coming over from Menard, filling in here, and going to be should be a fun afternoon, evening of football. How are you doing, buddy?
Man, I am doing good, Billy, and it's good to get the season kicked off with a Jamboree tonight on this new, beautiful Tioga surface I'm looking at tonight, man.
It is gorgeous, and of course what you're looking at right now is our Tioga's freshmen playing against Winnfield's JV. We're going to be getting underway here shortly for the varsity. It's going to be kicking off right around that 7:30 mark here. And again, going what you said, John, yeah, this field is very, very beautiful. You can see the Jumbotron in the top left-hand corner of your screen. This is the just installed right before the couple of games, these last couple of weeks, months, whatever it was. And also that new turf, and you could see that Coach Kevin Cook, he had told us at the end of last year that he was going to have new turf, but he wanted some red in there. He wanted that red to pop, and buddy, you can really see that field.
It does, Billy. It almost looks like it's on fire on the edges as we see a Tioga touchdown right here on the right side.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, this is that freshman Tioga team playing the JV of Winnfield. You're going to be seeing Tioga varsity and Tioga Winnfield here just about to get underway right around that 7:30 clock here. And look, we're going to bring you some starting lineups here in a little while. We're also going to bring you our keys to the game. And this is the Jamboree. This is where it all kicks off. This is where you start seeing players that you might not have seen last year step up and make a name for themselves and trying to get some of that position player and that starting lineup. So it should be a fun evening here again, right live at Tumey-Ingram Field, here also known as the reservation, as you can hear the Tioga faithful going here in the background. And you can see in the top right-hand corner, that's our sponsors. And everything that we do, we cannot do without our sponsors. You're going to see that rotation in the top right-hand corner of your screen. You'll see that in everything that we do, from football, softball, basketball, baseball. We cannot do what we do without our fantastic sponsors. If you'd like to be a sponsor, reach out to us here at 446 Sports. We'd love to have you. Every year we get a little bit bigger, we get a little bit better. And the way we're able to do that is we go buy new cameras, and we get this and you can see all the fantastic sponsors we've increased from last year. I promise you, we're not retiring off of all this. We put this back into the business to make sure that the quality is the absolute best you can have. We've increased over the years with replay, and of course everything that we do. It's such a great thing that people love. We see it on the street everywhere I go. They're like, man, I love 446 Sports. You guys do such a great job. Well, we're able to do that because of the sponsors, so we appreciate all of our sponsors. Speaking of sponsors, Velar and Green is our starting lineup sponsors here for the Tioga Indians offense here. So starting off in the offensive line at right tackle, that's going to be number 71, Kenneth Cross. 76, the right guard, Andrew Humphrey. Number 55, Tucker Landry, will be playing center tonight. Number 77, Brody Goodo at left guard. Number 64, Jaden Hager at left tackle. Number 20, you've seen it on Facebook today, Ryan Reeves got an offer at LCU. So big deal right there for the tight end. Number 19, Christian Isles will be playing wide receiver. Number 1, highly touted wide receiver, Kervin Johnson.
And you see that he took that number of last year, Jacory Norris.
Yeah. Number 10, Angelo Shelton. Very impressed with that young man last week at the scrimmage. Number 2 also had an offer from LCU. That is Travis Adam, our running back, and he's just been a key staple here at Tioga for years. Number 15, of course, our quarterback, Case Malone. And number 16, Ethan Bridges is our kicker. That's the offense. We're going to flop over to the defense. Number 75, look, I called him the sophomore stud last year, and his mom was like, okay, Billy, you spoiled him. He goes and listen, he wants to hear that. He's like, I want to hear what his nickname's going to be this year. So number 75, AJ Adams, is the junior juggernaut. He'll be coming in. Also playing both sides of the ball, number 77, Brody Goodo. Number 50, Damari Evans, Number 3 is Javion Champion. You'll hear a lot of his name. Number 22, a guy that really stuck out at the scrimmage last week for me, Cohen Henry, did a fantastic job. Number 14, Bryson Fall. Number 31, Trey Fisher at linebacker. Number 21, the hard-hitting safety, Kenny Ponche. Number 8, another guy that really stuck out for me, Jackson Tarverd. Number 4, Kewan Kyle. And, of course, number 6, Karlinski Lloyd is the defensive backs. So big names. A couple of those names you've heard from last year that came over again that's going to be playing this year, but a couple of new names that are really going to set the tone, and it should be an absolute thriller this season here for Tioga Indians. So what we're going to do here, we've still got about 12 minutes, 13 minutes. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about our keys to the game, and we're going to give you a few more little insights here on this Tioga Pick. This is a 446 Sports production of Battle of the Border here at Tioga High School. We'll be right back.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
To better serve our Senlaw family, Wallace Eye Associates proudly welcomes Louisiana native Dr. Nicholas Bro to the Wallace team.
I definitely feel very lucky and fortunate to be here with Wallace Eye and just to be practicing in Louisiana, born and raised and trained here my whole life. So I do feel very fortunate to be able to give back to this state that has given me so much.
When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
And welcome back, everybody, here. Battle of the Border on 446 Sports here. We're in Tioga, Louisiana, Tumey-Ingram Field, a.k.a. The Reservation, as we about to get ready for some football here, varsity football. What you're seeing right now is Tioga's freshmen against Winnfield's JV. Those will be finishing up here shortly, and the varsities will come out and get ready. So we just gave you our Velar Green starting lineups here, and now we are going to our Louisiana Athletic Club keys to the game. Look how pretty that is, boys and girls. Look at, but he was excited about this, and I knew. He told me, he texted me this morning. He's like, hey, what's your keys to the game? And when I hear early from him, I know it's going to be awesome here. So
this is Louisiana Athletic Club, and so instead of keys to the game, since it's Jamboree, we're going to go with keys to the season.
Correct, yeah. So this is what's going to kind of basically take us through the season and help keep this team here rolling on this playoff streak that we've got going here for our first key to the season.
You tell me what you got there.
Look, he told me, he said, you better keep this on you at all times today. And I said, look, there's no problem with that, buddy. I'll find it. I just I have so much stuff saved in my phone. So look, let me find it. Hold on.
The question is why is the picture related to your key?
I don't know, but I like the little tie and everything. New season means new identity.
So we don't know who it is. So
we don't know who it is. Right? That's right. So what style of play that we're going to be playing? Of course, this year we've got a lot of new starters coming in. Of course, we have a lot of veteran players as well coming back. But you've got to set the tone early on in the season, and you're going to have a new identity to take care of some of these players that graduated last year. So you've got to learn the style of offense and style of defense that you've got to play to make a name for yourself. So I love the first key there. That's very, very clever there, Chuck.
You ready?
Second key.
Okay, so see if you figure this out.
I've got it. I got it. Blindside. It's so important to protect that quarterback. You have got to keep Case Malone protected. The young man can make plays if you give him enough time here. And the offensive line, if they can keep that young man on his feet and with the rollouts and everything that he does, we're going to have a very, very good season. Love that. Look, Sandra Bullock over here with Michael Orr. I love that. So good key right there, number 2. And the third key.
Third key. What's this?
You're going to have to get
Dessert.
I know what my key is, but
Those are turnovers.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, see, I was going to say pastries, but all right. Use the defensive strength that we've had the last few years with turning the ball over. We've been able to turn the ball over so much, especially last year with Jacori, and just had so many turnovers and all Josh Lloyd and everybody. So the turnovers, make sure we keep the turnover game going in our side. So those are your 3 keys to the season here, brought to you by the Louisiana Athletic Club. And that is a new sponsor here at 446 Sports, so we appreciate them tremendously. And good job there. I love the coloring scheme with LCU, which, of course, us at 446 Sports, we picked up LCU football now on Saturdays. You're going to get to hear that every Saturday.
Yes.
And that's exciting as you see the 2 teams of the junior varsity and freshman getting ready to shake hands, meeting at that beautiful red tee right in the center. And, John, man, just an absolute pleasure to have you here tonight. Of course, I've always got Chuck with me. That's always been, and it's been my, we kind of feed off each other. So if there's times that I'm talking too much, because Chuck doesn't like to talk a lot, he loves to throw out them little one-liner jokes. But if I talk too much, you just give me an elbow and you chime in, my friend.
No, I mean, you're doing good, Billy. I'm just glad to be up here with you. This is our first game to call together. Looking forward to it. Beautiful field, beautiful night for football. You mentioned Jacorian.
Yeah.
Earlier, where he went and played the next level, didn't he?
Yes, sir. He is at ULL, I believe, is where he got that. As a matter of fact, they play tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Against Grambling State. Reason I know that so well off the top of my head is my son, who coached here at Tioga last year, is now the defensive ends coach at Grambling State University.
Nice.
So he'll be playing against that ULL, and it should be a fun game there in Lafayette tomorrow night at 7 p.m.
Yeah, he was a one-man highlight reel last year. I can remember, some of the coaches' shows we did and the plays of the game, and it seemed like every other week he was making a huge play for Tioga's secondary.
It was almost to the player of the game, and the play of our Southern Air cool play of the game was almost him every week. And as me and Chuck would talk about it during the night when we would decide that player, we're like, look, we can't fault him. We can't not give it to him just because he's got it before, when he's literally just making play after play after play. It got so bad. The Pine Prairie game, we knew that we were going to win that game. Of course, they're a very young team over there at Pine Prairie. And Jacorian talked his way into, he talked to Coach Cook. He's like, just let me do the opening kickoff. That's all I want.
That's probably all he needed, wasn't it?
And they kicked it to him. And I cannot believe and what does he do? He runs it all the way back for a score and never never sat down again on the game. So the kid was just so much fun to watch. And then he had a lot of help on the other side as well. But Josh Lloyd did a great job. And it was so much fun. Travis Adams had a great year last year running the ball. We get to have him back. Again, we got 12 seniors on this Tioga team. Now, we're going to talk a little bit more about Tioga right now, of course. John, you do the Menard team. We're going to play Menard. Tioga play Menard at 8:30. So we're going to get a lot of insight on that Menard team again once we play them. But right now we're getting ready to play for this Winnfield team. But this Tioga team's got 12 seniors led by Travis Adams. And I'm telling you, it's going to be fun to watch his senior year. And especially a lot of these defensive players as well. Brody Goodo playing both sides of the ball tonight. Should be a fun matchup here. This is the time of the year that everybody loves. This is, it's football season is creeping. You got a big game at LSU Sunday night as they're in Las Vegas, my hometown, playing a USC Trojans. So football's in the air, buddy, and it's big here at Cenla.
Absolutely, and you mentioned LSU. There's a lot of big college games this weekend, and I tell you, talking about the college level, I'm glad to see, you look back 10, 15 years ago, you would not see a number 3 versus a number 8 matchup or number 6 versus a number 20 matchup the first weekend of the season. Right?
You're
so
absolutely
now
right.
You're seeing it. They've gone to the 12-team playoff. It's a lot to get excited about early in the year these days.
It's a huge match. Week 1 now you're going to have 4 or 5 really, really good games. I watched that Colorado game last night, Colorado, North Dakota. And the Sanders guy, the quarterback, my goodness. I think he had 450 or 500 passing yards, 4 or 5 touchdowns. Accuracy is ridiculously good. He'll be a top 5 probably draft pick this year in the NFL. And, of course, that Travis Hunter kid, his wide receiver that also plays defensive back, he had 3 touchdowns receiving. He never stepped off the field.
Yeah, he's already a Heisman candidate.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. It's just and so it's so much fun to watch. Football season is so fun. It's a little hot right now for football season. We like it when it cools down a little bit. But as you can see, the crowd of Tioga faithful getting in here, and you're going to start seeing they pile in. You'll have a strong showing, and of course Winnfield as well has a strong showing as well. You can see all the students getting ready for Tioga, and they're going to have a strong following as well. And again, we're going to take picture here. If you'll see, as we pan a little bit to the left, we're going to show you the brand new state-of-the-art Jumbotron here at Tumey-Ingram Field. As we're going to get him to scan up, and he's doing a heck. That's our producer, Chuck Perkins. Thank you, Chuck. That there is the first one. I believe that's the only Jumbotron in the area. We're very proud, and that goes back to our community. Here at Ward 10, Tioga, we have such a huge, great community that does not mind spending money for this program. And it's not just a football team. We've had, we were the first to get turf with softball. We were, it's something that the community does not. And there's no, sometimes you can go on Facebook and you see all those negative comments. Why are we spending money to do this? You never hear that in this area. It's always, hey, what can we do? And you can see it by the people that come to the stadium. And it's always a packed house, especially when we get to play a team from close like Menard tonight. When y'all come in. Pineville, we got Pineville at home this year. Packed house. It's going to be, you're not going to hardly find a seat here, and we've kind of gotten a little bit more of the tailgating thing going on here now, and you can see a lot of the churches now, local churches in the community, they come up, set up tents, and do all kind of little games and stuff for the kids. It's a really, really fun time. It's a big community outreach, and it all starts with that community help, and they don't mind spending some money.
Yeah, and first class operation. You look at the facilities y'all have over here, and it's why a kid wouldn't want to come to school here, right? It's not because of the facilities, that's for sure.
And it's all been set by the culture set here by Coach Kevin Cook here. And Coach has been here for many a year. He's never not made the playoffs, and I'm not trying to jinx him. He's just that good. He won't take any credit for it. He says it's always about the boys and about his coaches. He says, I hire really good coaches. That's what he says. But he set the culture here to where when he took over, Tioga hadn't made the playoffs in years. And now nobody can remember us not making the playoffs. So every year we have a team that can be put on the field that you're proud of, that that can win a bunch of games. And it's no different this year as Tioga starting here with this Jamboree. But then next week we drive up north to Sterlington and take on a powerhouse of 3A in the Sterlington Panthers. And this is one of the first times we've had that big of a game right off the bat, kind of going back with that college, same atmosphere.
Right, yeah. I mean, Sterlington's playoff contender, each and every year, and a lot of years they're deep into the playoffs. Heck, they were at Ash last night. They're not afraid to play anybody. So that'll be a good test right off the bat for you.
Absolutely. And again, Tioga will be starting here with Case Malone at quarterback. And again, Case had a great season last year. He's got a lot of skilled players to work with again this year, and that's something that, again, our keys to the game that we talked about. If that young man can just have a little bit of time, he's going to find it. And again, Case only a junior, so we've got him this year, we've got him next year. Same with Christian Isles will be back. Again, we lose Travis Adams after this year, but man, I'm just excited to have him for one more year. We've been calling his name for 4 years, and he just gets better and better, and it's so much fun. And Coach Book has done a great job with the offensive line here for Tioga. He's had to shuffle some players around to get some things in motion when you lose some players from graduation. But your Tioga team here in the red with the white helmets, all red, and the Winnfield Tigers all white. So you're going to see a lot of red and white on the field here, as well as the field itself being red and white. Beautiful night. Of course, that rain comes through, drops that temperature a little bit, John, and makes it's a pretty good night. It feels a little bit more like October than it really feels like August.
Yeah, it definitely does with the rain that came in the last day or two, and cooled things off a little bit, especially compared to where we were last year at this time, if you remember that. But, you mentioned Winnfield. Winnfield, past few years has been down a little bit, but I tell you what, last year they seemed to turn a little bit of a corner, and ought to be a good test tonight, and on this opening Jamboree.
Winnfield, they're in your. They weren't in your district. You guys played. It was either y'all or Pineville, I believe, played them last year.
Yeah,
I think
Pineville, I think, played them. I don't know, week 1.
Yeah,
no,
okay, that's what I was.
Yeah, early on in the season, Pineville did play Winnfield, and not sure who won that game. Do you remember?
That was Winnfield. Winnfield won.
Winnfield beat them?
Winnfield beat them. One of the last. I think it was like the last couple minutes they scored and won that ball game. So again, a big matchup here. Getting ready for this Jamboree Battle of the Border here at Tumey-Ingram Field. We're going to take a final timeout, and we're going to come back when we get ready to start. This is a 446 Sports production of Tioga football. I'm Billy French. We'll be right back.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hall. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
I just haven't met you yet. I might have to wait, I'll never give up. I guess it's half timing and the other half's luck. Wherever you are, whenever it's right, you'll come out of nowhere and into my life. And I know that we can be so amazing. And baby,
are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
And welcome back to Tumey-Ingram Field. This is a 446 Sports production of Tioga football. Jamboree night here, Battle of the Border. Tioga versus Winnfield here at 7:30, about 30 seconds as we get ready to get kicked off here. Then there will be Menard and Winnfield after this game, and then we'll come back with Tioga and Menard to close out the night here, getting ready for the regular season next week, where Tioga opens up the season at Sterlington for week 1 action. But tune in Thursday night at Quibidos Reservation Roundup with Coach Kevin Cook, myself, and Chuck Perkins here. Make sure you come out, support Tioga like you always do, and we're going to have a fun night there at Quibidos in Pineville as you get to see the beautiful field of smoke from the Tioga deal. Again, we have, normally we have our Southern Air Cool play of the game. We're going to save that for regular season, of course, because we're going to see right now, you're going to see a lot of different things. You're going to see coaches trying out a couple players, kind of like that scrimmage was last week. You might not see it. You know, they're kind of getting the rhythm going here. So you're not going to see the full plan here for Tioga. But, again, my name is Billy Fritz alongside John Wolf, the voice, the color commentary of the Menard Eagles, coming in here tonight and helping out. We appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, good to be here. I know Tom's out of town, so left
we
it
like
with
you
me.
better than Tom.
I don't know. We don't need to say all that now. Tom is the true voice of the Eagles and has been for years, so I'm definitely not going to take that spot.
Old Tom, our buddy, he's in Disney World, which I was talking to John before the game. I'll be heading out that way after football season in December. I told him it's too hot, man. He's gonna come back. He'll lose some weight while he's out there.
I'm sure he's not sweating there waiting on It's a Small World.
Yeah,
huh?
he can have all that in that heat. As Winnfield charges onto the field, the Winnfield Tigers here, just about an hour from here, so not too far of a trek for them, of course, and then Menard coming in as well. Just a little bitty 10-15 minute drive over the river. Fun night of football here at Tioga, the reservation, Tumey-Ingram Field. As you can see, Coach Kevin Cook down there getting his team together. And, John, you said it. It looks like Winnfield brought the freshmen, the JV, and the varsity. They got a pretty good-sized roster over there.
They do. That's, I've seen Winnfield teams in the past, and they got numbers tonight for sure.
As we're going to go ahead and just stay here, but you can hear the prayer and the national anthem.
We acknowledge your presence here tonight, Lord. I pray that the schools who have traveled here, Lord, that you would just bless them in an unthinkable way. Lord, that you would just keep them safe. I plead the blood over our schools, our jobs, our cities, and our country. Thank you, Lord. I pray for good sportsmanship on and off the field. And I pray that we won't take tonight for granted. Thank you, Jesus, for your Holy Ghost that is a shield of protection over us. Hold everyone here in your arms and in your presence, Lord. We lift up your name high. Lord Jesus, we love you. It's in your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Fantastic job by the Band of Indians there for the national anthem as we just about getting ready to get underway here live at Tumey-Ingram Field here at the reservation. We are excited about football season being upon us as we're getting ready here for this battle of the border with Tioga taking on Winnfield. As you're getting ready to see the white hat and the crew coming in here, I believe they're from the Monroe area is this official crew. And you're going to see a couple familiar faces here, of course. Travis Adams in the backfield along with Kenny Ponche. And just going to be, of course, you can see Kervin Johnson down there as well. I'm loving this fact that we're getting to see Jackson Tarver out there. And I'm telling you, it's going to be so much fun watching that young man. He's a spark plug. And, of course, Karlinski Lloyd out there, the hands team for this Tioga as Winnfield gets ready to come. So Tioga will be receiving the ball. Tioga in the red jerseys, red pants, white helmet. Winnfield in the all-white here. They're going to be kicking, looking at the screen. They're going to be kicking from your right to left. Tioga will receive here as we get ready to get underway here at Tumey-Ingram Field here in Tioga, Louisiana. First game of the year for 446 Sports here at Tioga. And we're excited about it. We're looking forward to this all season long. Coach Kevin Cook has got his team ready. You're going to see a lot of new faces and new places. But it's going to be a lot of familiar places as well here, as the Tioga offense will get to set tone early on here at the reservation. Number 7 that's going to be Jeremy Mamon for Winnfield, going to be kicking the ball off. As you can hear the Tioga faithful, and it's gotta love it. Gotta love the community backing right here. And we're not even close to a full house.
Opening kickoff, and it's already loud.
That's exactly right. And here we go as Winnfield gets ready to kick off. Jeremy Mayman with the kick. Get ready. And that's going to Travis Adams at the 12-yard line. Travis takes it. He's running up the middle. Good block. Cuts back in the inside. Runs somebody over. And finally brought down, looks to be by number 29. That's going to be Zaylen Thomas, the junior for Winnfield. And a good run back by Travis Adams.
That was right. Kick up the middle and came up. Got north of the 30 and pretty good field position on that opening kickoff for him.
32. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 32-yard. We have an instant replay right there. Brought to you by BU Designs. And Travis Adams followed a good block right there.
Might have been a little low.
A little low, but, when you're little in stature like that, I mean, I hate to call him out, but Jackson Tarver, he's not the biggest of fellas, so he's got to take him out however he can. Here we go. 2 receivers top of your screen. 1 receiver at the bottom. That's Kervin Johnson. You're going to hear his name quite a bit. Ryan Reeves is the fullback, tight end / hybrid. That's number 17. They hand it off to Travis Adams. Adams cuts up and gets all the way to about the 42-yard line. Big carry right there for about 9 yards.
Yeah, right off the right side of that line. Big hole right there that he ran behind. Good blocking up front.
You're going to see that a lot from Ryan Reeves. Ryan Reeves, the LCU, just got that offer today from LCU. It was number 20 last year. Changed it to number 17. That's that captain's number we have here at Tioga. So there again, handed off to Travis again to the left side. He fights back up. Helmet comes off, still on his feet. And that's, excuse me, that's number 55. That's the center. Tucker Landry still blocking with the helmet rolling down the field.
I think they're going to get him with a flag on it because you do have to remember
stop.
When your helmet comes off, you have to immediately stop. So if you can continue or execute a new block, it is a penalty.
It's hard to have that stoppage right there, when you're blocking down the field. So that will be a penalty. I think, like you said, John, because he kept going forward. He was still blocking people without a helmet on. It's a safety issue. This is, we're getting the explanation right here to Coach Kevin Cook. Again, this is the Jamboree. And so, officials are getting things started as well. And good crew right here from Monroe area, I believe. And that's 2 back-to-back runs. Yeah.
And that he's probably telling Coach Cook, it's, Coach Cook's probably asking him, do I still have a first down or not? And going to replay the down, it looks like.
Yep. Looks like they're just going to march it back, start replay second down. But it looks like they marked it from where he ended up. Yeah,
correct.
So it's really
well. He did. It should be first and 10 because he made the first down.
Correct.
It's after the play, so they back it up. It will be 1st and 10 for him.
Ball spotted. Looks to be at the 39-yard line. Case Malone now has got 2 receivers bottom of your screen, 1 at the top of your screen, and Travis Adams is the lone setback. Case looking to throw it downfield. That's Kervin Johnson. He's got his man beat. The overthrow. Beautiful throw by Case Malone, just out of the reach of number 1, Kervin Johnson. And a well-designed play right there by the Tioga offense, just not quite able to execute.
Yeah, that was so close. I mean, 1 foot, he makes that catch, and he's walking in that end zone. Also, you know, I noticed Tioga had, I believe it was number 19, a little
Christian
shallow.
Isles.
Yeah, right there over the middle of the field, had some open ground in front of him also.
Yeah, number 19, Christian Isles. He's our first down getter. I mean, that you put it near him, he's going to catch it. That dude has got phenomenal hands. One of the best kids you could ever meet. Just super nice, polite. I got to talk to him last week during the scrimmage. Here we go. 2 receivers, bottom of your screen, 1 at the top. Now that's Kervin again. Adams is going to get the ball, going to hand it off right at the front, but he cuts right, cuts back up. And Travis Adams is still on his feet all the way to the 40, to the 35-yard line. And a big first down by the senior, Travis Adams.
Tell you, he took that off right side, but you know what? That made that play. Number 17 for Tioga came with that lead block and really took that outside linebacker out and opened that hole up.
The senior leader there, Ryan Reeves, a big blocker. That's that. Like I said, that's that captain's pick right there. That's why he's in number 17. Case Malone drops back, looking to throw. Kervin's down at the bottom. Kervin upfield here and going to get a good chunk of yardage on first down right here for this Tioga offense. And big changes from last week. They started figuring it out towards the end of the scrimmage, but they struggled a little bit. Not only South Beauregard had some really big guys on the defensive line, so Case wasn't able to get even a 3-step drop. Had a few blunders with the center exchange as well. But tonight it looks pretty good. It's got that old machine going there as Case hands it back off to Adams. Just a good job of his pads staying level here and just cutting it back up in the middle, and that should be enough for the first down.
Tell you what, right now Tioga is kind of having their way with this Winnfield defensive front, and really good blocking up front by the offensive line.
Absolutely, and that was one of our big keys to the season is how can this offensive line, with a few changes that they've had, can they be good enough to keep this running game? And there it is again to Travis to the right side, cuts back up, breaks 1 tackle, still on his feet, and finally drug down about the 9-yard line. So that'll be enough for a first down. It'll be 1st and goal to go here for this Tioga team with 10 minutes and 4 seconds left here on this opening drive. Here we go, 10 minutes, 4 seconds here. Tioga methodically moving down the field. It's been the Travis Adams show thus far. Case Malone in the shotgun. They're going to give it to him again up the middle. That time, Winfield's kind of expecting it here, and he gains about 2 yards. I think he's going to be right at the 5-6 line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal.
It's probably the first play of the quarter I've seen where Tioga just didn't really just blow him off the ball right there.
Watch the quick little pass here at the bottom of your screen. Kervin Johnson and, of course, Christian Isles there at the bottom of your screen. Case is going to drop out. He's going to roll left, looking to throw. Still on his feet. Case Malone made a man fall and falls out of bounds, but he's going to get right about to the 3 to 2 yard line, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal to go. But Case almost got in there, juked him like in a basketball move, and the young man just hit the deck.
Yeah, he did, and he had 17 open there for a minute. You know, a quick second, but still picked up positive yard and got it to the 2.
What's funny is the number 17 is the captain from Case's older brother, Corbin Malone, who's out in the stands right now. He hands it off to Travis Adams. Adams falls forward just short of the goal line here. And let's see what Coach Kevin Cook does here in this Jamboree as the ball looks to be spotted right at the 1 yard line. Yeah, so Case handing it off or getting a lead block from number 17, which was his brother's number here at Tioga. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Case is going to be that push, and that's going to be a touchdown. The old Philly special right there. Touchdown Tioga, touchdown Case Malone with 8 minutes and 55 seconds left here in this opening quarter. It's a Tioga score here. It only had about 1 or 2 negative plays on there. As you can see on the BU Designs instant replay, there's that tush push by the Tioga offense, and Case Malone gets in there with ease, following Landry there as his center. And so here comes Ethan Bridges with the extra point for Tioga, the sophomore kicker. Christian Isles, the holder. Kick is up. Kick is good. So with 8 minutes and 55 seconds left here, Tioga 7. Winnfield about to get the ball for the first time. We'll be right back here on Full Force 6 Sports.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family for all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, Apparel and Promotions in Pineville.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition...
And welcome back, everybody, to Tumey-Ingram Field here. This is a 446 Sports production of Tioga football. Tioga on top of Winnfield here, 7-0. Tioga receives the ball, marches methodically down the field, and scores. This will be Winfield's first attempt as Ethan Bridges kicks it into the end zone, and you love that. You can tell the special teams coach Tripp in there is fired up with the special teams. Anytime you can make sure they don't return it, it's a bonus.
Yeah, in high school ball, you can put that ball over that end zone line. It's eliminate that return. I mean, you look, Tioga made a living off of it last year, right, with punt returns and kickoff returns. And when you have a weapon like that at kicking, it can make a difference in a ball game.
Absolutely, just I'm telling you, I'm absolutely loving it. So Tioga's defense led by Coach Mooter here, and he's set the tone the last few years here at Tioga. Is very, very high intensity, and it rubs off on these players. They got motors that's going forever here as the quarterback, I believe, for Winnfield is Mockshire. And it looks like he handed that one off, and Tioga's defensive front there gonna give up about 4 or 5 yards. Gonna bring up 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Winnfield coming out in the T formation like they've done for a number of years now. Yeah, and they'll lower you to death sometimes up the middle, and then next thing you know, they'll try to hit it over the middle.
Absolutely. You're going to see quite a fit. You're going to see A.J. Adams. You're going to hear his name quite a bit. Kenny Ponche is one of the leaders of this defense as well. And here we go. There's in that power, and they're going to hand it off to the fullback. Hit immediately, but falls forward.
Going to be a little short. Looks like it's going to be about a half yard short.
Yep. That's a good run right there. So it's going to bring up 3rd and short now. See if this Tioga defensive front can make a stop early on here. 7-0 Tioga on top of Winnfield. This is Winnfield's first possession. Again, you're going to hear a couple of different names here. We're getting used to new numbers as well. Hey, look at them here. That power that you can tell that they're fixing to run that ball. And this is old school Winnfield right here. And he's going to fall. I don't think he got it. I don't think the spot's going to.
They're marking him short. Yeah, they tried to go off right side with power there, and Tioga's defensive line, good job getting low on the pads and clogging it up.
Yeah, number 75, A.J. Adams, the junior juggernaut. I had to come up with a new nickname for him this year, so I hope you like it, A.J. He goes back and watches every game and checks what he does, and it's a big, big deal to have this 446 Sports where these players can actually go back and watch it. As you see A.J. right there, just a man among men out there, A.J. Adams making plays you're going to hear him all season long. So 4th down and 1, and let's see what Winnfield's going to do.
Looks like they're going to probably have to take a timeout here.
At number 15, I want to make sure I'm saying that, Mockshire, the sophomore quarterback for Winnfield.
Yeah, Mockshire.
Nicholas Mockshire. And they're going to take a timeout. We'll keep it here as well. 6 minutes, 52 seconds left here. Appreciate everybody coming out here. Make sure, if you're here at the game, we go home tonight, you can watch it here on 446 Sports. It'll be here forever. Make sure if your kid makes a play or if grandma and grandpa can't be here, let them know. Go to YouTube and go like and subscribe. Really helps us to be able to reach more people, the more people that we can get to subscribe. So we appreciate that. Also, you can do it on Facebook. But I've found that it's so much clearer on the YouTube channel, because sometimes Facebook with music and all that kind of stuff. So
You're right.
Go with the YouTube there and make sure you share and let everybody know that they can watch. It doesn't cost you anything.
Or if you're like myself and don't have a Facebook account, you go to YouTube.
YouTube's where it's at. That's it. That's where we and so as the season progresses, when you do watch it on Facebook, go ahead and give some shout outs as well to some of your players you want to talk to, or say grandma loves you. We get people from all over the country that get to watch this game here. 4th down and about 1 yard here to see what this Tioga defense can do. It's a hard count. Hands the ball off, and he gets it forward for the first down. A good run right there by Winnfield to get the first down.
Yeah, it's hard for a defensive line to hold a team to less than a yard on 2 plays. That's just tough to do.
Absolutely, and they've got some size on that offensive line for Winnfield Tigers. Again, 6:42 left here in this first quarter. Tioga on top 7-0 here at Tumey-Ingram Field. I am Billy French alongside my color commentary for the night, John Wolf. And I'm telling you, it's nice to have someone in here that's just not mean to me. No, I'm just kidding.
Better watch out.
Chuck's still to my left right here. Chuck just producing tonight as a big run by Winnfield, number 10. Let's see who that is. Yep, Jalen Jackson there for Winnfield.
That was a really good pursuit by number 22 for Tioga out there, coming up and making that play early like he did, coming from deep in the backfield.
22, that is that's Cohen Henry, the one I talked about that really stood out for me last week at one of the new players that we didn't get to see last year. I think he transferred in. He had stood out last year, I believe. As I got to call another timeout, we'll keep it here as well. Though there's a lot of new faces. Of course, this is the Jamboree game. You're getting a lot of kinks out right here for the team, but so are the announcers. And so are the officials. So just bear with us tonight. A lot of these numbers have changed. Again, I'm used to seeing Ryan Reeves as number 20. And so it's going to take me a little bit to get adjusted to 17. And then, of course, when Jacorian left, Kervin Johnson took over that number 1. So I promise you we'll get the hang of it. We got the new turf here at Tioga. We got the new Jumbotron here at Tioga. So we're super excited. And I believe our first home game of the year will be here against Pineville. So it'll be packed house for the first home game of the year here at the reservation.
That'll be big for here, the new turf and jumbo, and bring in the old rivalry.
Bring in the old rivalry. And I'm telling you, we talk about it every year. That game is mainly for the parents more than the rivalry for the kids. But we're all over it here as Winnfield gets ready here with 2nd down. That's going to be over the top, intercepted. What a play right there. Again, we talked about him. Jackson Tarver, I said he's not very big in stature, but my goodness, he is everywhere on the field. Jackson Tarver with the interception and a turnover. And there is that turnover battle that Tioga seems to win every week here, and that goes by that Mooter defense.
Yeah, that was a really good play by the defense there. I think ill-advised pass by the Winnfield quarterback. That ball was on the ground. He just got up and lobbed it out there. We do have a foul at the end of here. I think we're going to have a blindside block on Tioga towards the end of that play, so they'll back it up 15, but it will be Tioga's ball 1st and 10.
Yep, so instead of the ball being spotted around the 40 or the 38-yard line, they're going to mark them back here as the officials are getting set here, but it will be Tioga's ball. Jackson Tarver with a big-time interception right there for Tioga.
Yeah, good flip of momentum. And look, on interceptions, punts, when you flip that field, sometimes those players, they just get excited. They see that player and they go, man, I can lay a lick on them. And
if you see somebody that ain't looking, buddy, it's hard to lay off and get that big lick because, they watch this game tape the next morning. All right, Tioga here. Case Malone in the shotgun. Travis Adams behind here. Looks to be Christian Isles in the slot. One receiver at the top. And that's going to be a little flip over to Travis Adams to the left side, following his blockers to the outside. Travis still on his feet. Travis had one man to beat and gets pushed out of bounds. Number 2 counterpart for Travis Adams. That is Datavius Williams with the touchdown saving tackle to push number 2 Travis Adams out of bounds here. So a good job of running from Travis Adams, but a good job of pressure by that offensive line to open up that outside.
Yeah, did good to kind of seal that left edge and run to the wide side, and Tioga got outside of him, used that speed.
Case Malone, the junior quarterback, in the shotgun, and he fakes the handoff. He's looking to throw. Kervin Johnson's wide open, And he does, and he catches it. Let's see if he's got his foot in or not. And they're saying no. Wasn't able to drag it, but a heck of a drag. He almost, I mean, if we have an instant replay right there, let's see what we got here. Only here on 446 Sports. I don't know if he got his foot in or not, but it was a heck of a throw and a heck of a catch. Kentavious Bates is the running back there. Let's see if Curvin got a foot in. I think his foot was on the line. Yeah. So good call by the officials right there. It's going to bring up second down now for Tioga, and they'll be able to go back and watch that this evening. And even if he thinks he's got it, his foot was quite just a hair on the white. And there's Case Malone with the quarterback keeper to the left side. Is going to run out and brought back out of bounds right at the 20-yard line here. Good pickup, about 5 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
5-yard gain.
Kentavious Bates is in the game, but he's coming out now. Travis Adams is coming back into the game. Bates, number 7. You'll hear his name quite a bit this year as one of the running backs here for this Tioga squad.
It's like they're going to give him about 4 on that game.
All right, here we go. Ryan Reeves is in that fullback / tight end spot for Tioga. Case looking to throw. Still got all the time in the world. Great job by the offense. Case is going to tuck it and try to run forward, trying to make something happen. And he's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards. It's still going to be short of the first down, but now it's a manageable, what is that going to be, 4th and 2?
Yeah, it looks like 4th and 2 from about the 17-yard line. Had a receiver running over the middle, got hung up a little bit, and I think that's what we was looking at, and took a while for that receiver to break free, but it looks like we're going to have a try for 3 right here.
Ethan Bridges, the sophomore kicker. Christian Isles is the holder here for Tioga.
And watching him in practice, he was hitting 40-yarders before the game.
Very strong leg, another soccer player here at Tioga. Kick is up. Kick is good. So with 4 minutes, 3 seconds left here, Tioga 10, Winnfield 0. We're going to take a break right here on 446 Sports. We're back here with the kick from Ethan Bridges. And does it again, kicks it into the end zone here. So 4 minutes, 3 seconds. Coach Tripp, he's excited about his special teams right here. So 2 kickoffs for Tioga, both of them unreturnable as the Winnfield offense gets ready to come back onto the field. Tioga's defense had a good job of bend but not break. And then the big turnover, of course, helps out tremendously by Jackson Tarver. If they're trying to throw on this secondary, it's tough underneath because these linebackers are so good. If you're going to try to beat Tioga, if you try to get, and so far tonight has been very good. They haven't bit on anything. Normally a couple times last year when we were beat over the top after the pump fake. Yeah. But tonight our DBs are not biting, and really staying home as they hand the ball off to he's going to run to the left side. And good pursuit by Tioga, but not a very good tackle, but enough to be able to keep him down. Tarver's there, quite a few other, number Bryson Fall, but I believe it was 31 was the first one there, and that's Treshawn Fisher for Tioga.
Yeah, Winnfield came out in a little bit different offensive formation, kind of spread the tight ends out, went 2 wide outs, and tried to get to the wide side, and Tioga did a really good job stretching that out and limited in that game.
Yeah, it was a 5-yard carry, but he ran about 15 yards, it felt like, as the Tioga defense getting ready here on 2nd and 5 for the Winnfield. And there's that bunch formation there. They're hands off to the right side and hit immediately by Tioga. Let me see who that was.
31?
31 for Tioga. I believe that's who it was. That's Treshawn Fisher, a guy that wasn't able to make the tackle on the last play, but slowed him down enough. Yeah. And that's Fisher for the big hit right there on the left side. So now it's going to bring up 3rd down and long now for Winnfield. 3 minutes, 26 seconds left here. Tioga scores both possessions that they have, a touchdown by Case Malone and a field goal by Ethan Bridges. 3rd and long now for Winnfield. Quarterback keeper, and he's hit immediately by multiple Tioga, and they're led by number 5. That's Tarver Landry with a big sack here. It's going to bring up 4th and long now for Winnfield as his helmet comes off, so he comes off of the field, does Tarver Landry.
Yeah, that was 2 Tioga defenders got through there, just kind of almost unblocked, and play really never had a chance from the start.
BU Designs instant replay. You can see he rolls out, and there's 2 defenders. That is Bryson Fall and Landry there, both of them hitting the quarterback and forcing the 4th down. So good job by the Mooter-led defense here of Tioga to bring up the 4th down. Here comes the punt. Ball is low and almost blocked by Kenny Ponche. Took a Winnfield bounce, but I'm telling you, a hair away from being blocked by Kenny Ponche, number 21. And it'll be Tioga's ball here with 2 minutes, 16 seconds. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. 10-0, Tioga on top of Winnfield.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
I just haven't met you yet.
Back here, 2 minutes, 16 seconds left. Tioga with the ball now. That is Case Malone in the shotgun. He's looking to throw.
I might have to wait. I'll never give up. I guess it's half time and the other half's luck. Wherever you are, whenever it's right, you'll come out of nowhere and into my life. And I know that we can be so amazing. And baby,
here we go with 2 minutes, 10 seconds left here. 10-0, Tioga on top of Winnfield. 2 receivers bottom of your screen, 1 receiver at the top. Case Malone, he hands the ball off to Travis Adams, and Travis, before he even received the ball, was being hit by the defensive line of Winnfield.
Yeah, number 13 for Winnfield got some penetration there and was pretty much in the backfield at the handoff on that one.
That is the senior Javonta Grisby for Winnfield, and big play. That's one Case should have kept in his pocket there. So it's going to bring up 3rd and long now for Tioga. Here comes 2 receivers at the bottom. Yeah, and there's Ryan Reeves in that tight end spot for Tioga. It's going to roll out to the right side as Case. He's looking downfield. He throws it, and nobody there. And that was intended for Angelo Shelton again. It's going to bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team for Tioga. So the first drive for this Tioga team that did not produce any points. A couple of bad plays here, or a couple of missed blocks on the offensive side as well. Put a lot of pressure there on the Tioga offense. So minute 26 seconds left here in this ball game.
Yeah, you hate to get behind the sticks like that on a 3rd down, and got to put the quarterback under pressure like that to try to get something deep to get a 1st down and just be tough.
Senior captain Ryan Reeves, number 17, is your punter. There's the snap. Here comes the kick from Ryan. See if we can get some good field position here. Ball takes a Winnfield bounce. And the young Tioga players are not knowing to go grab that ball. You see a senior come out there and get out of the way, you touch it before they gain any more yardage.
Yeah, not sure what we got a flag. We got a flag thrown by the umpire. I'm not sure what we got.
See if we can find the white hat here and get this call. Again, minute 13 seconds left here in the ball game. 10-0 Tioga on top of Winnfield. 2 really good drives from Tioga. 1 not so good. But you're working the kinks out. That's why we do the Jamboree. Here is the official call from the white hat.
Blocking the back.
Blocking the back here. That's going to be still Winnfield's ball. Going to mark them back. I believe that's going to be spotted at the 20.
You know, as a coach, that's one you hate to see, especially on a kick like that. You're just letting it bounce,
Yep.
roll around, and you get a
nobody's
cheap
even
foul like
touching
that,
it.
you know.
So a minute 13 left here for Winnfield to try to get some points on the board. Immediately following this game will be Winnfield and Menard. And then we will come back. It's supposed to be at 8:30, but it looks like we're going to be running a little bit later. But we will come back and cover the Tioga-Menard game here after this next game, as the Winnfield offense gets ready to come back onto the field. Tioga had a turnover and then forced a punt on the 2 drives for Winnfield. And you can tell they're more of a run-oriented offense here for Winnfield. Quarterback under center, hands the ball off. Big hole, still on his feet, still running. Jackson Tarver jumps up to slow him down. Finally brought him down, but a good run right there for Winnfield. That's going to bring up a first down.
Yeah, you know, when they're bunched up like that and they spin around, I mean, sometimes it's hard to find that ball carrier, and if the lead blockers are where they're supposed to be, it can be tough to get to him.
Tioga saw this same offense against West Washita a few years ago, where it's just 3 guys in the back. You never know who's going to carry it, and put up a lot of yards on us a few years ago with running this style of offense. 40 seconds left here in the ball game. Man in motion there. They're going to hand it off and immediately hit, but still falling forward, and that's what you want to see from your running back. If you're going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, if you can push forward and fall forward, gain a couple of extra yards, that means the world, especially on close plays.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you can pick up 4 yards on every down, I mean.
It might be a slow game, but it's going to be a very productive game, yes.
Well, Vols has done it for years.
The old Andy Boone special, huh? 10 seconds left. This might be the final play of the ball game here for Winnfield. Here we go in shotgun now. He's going to hand the ball off right up the middle and finally brought down. Good job right there by Tioga. That's 31. That's Fisher with the tackle for Tioga, and that should. Let's see what they called there.
31 right there on the.
Yeah, I think that's going to do it. But I think, you know, I'm pretty sure Mooter was probably in a cover 4 on that. You know, knowing last play of the game, don't want to give up anything deep. So obviously they give up 10, 15 yards on a run, but wasn't going to give up the touchdown.
So that's going to do it here for us at Tioga and Winnfield. Again, we got one more game after this. It's going to be Menard and Winnfield's going to play, and then we'll be back with Tioga versus Menard at the 8:30, a little after the 8:30 hour. I appreciate everybody watching. I am Billy French alongside John Wolf. John, thank you so much for helping. We'll see him. He'll be with me here with the Menard. He's going to give us a lot of the insight with Menard and for the third final game of this afternoon. So 10-0. Tioga on top of Winnfield wins this ball game, and got to see a lot of new guys, as you can see the shaking of hands right there for Tioga and Winnfield. And like I said, we're going to come back after this middle game, and we'll be back and get ready. So again, I'm Billy French. This is 446 Sports, home of Tioga football. And welcome back, everybody. Game number 2 of Battle of the Border here on 446 Sports. I am Billy French, alongside color commentary John Wolf. And John, you're going to be a lot more familiar with this game here. This is going to be Menard taking on Winnfield, and it looks like Winnfield will receive the ball first.
Yeah, and we got to, imagine this, another Hicks kicking off. So we got Matthew Hicks, who's Ryan Hicks last year, our good kicker. His younger brother will be kicking off here to the Winnfield Tigers. And, as we talk about Menard throughout this game, of course, Menard, we had 12 seniors last year, really senior-laden team, well-led, replacing those guys. So 8 seniors this year, so we're going to see what we have.
Absolutely. Should be a great matchup here as Menard takes on Winnfield. Again, we talked about his older brother last year quite a bit on the coach's show. Hicks, a heck of a kicker, had one of the best legs in Central, if not the best leg in Central Louisiana. Gotta love that kind of a weapon that you can use there as number 50 runs off the field here. Had one too many for Menard as we're about to get underway here.
They were doing that Texas Aggie thing, 12th man.
Well, he got off the field, so no penalty needed there as Hicks gets ready to kick off. 2 receivers for Winnfield here as the rain moves in for this ball game. As soon as Tioga's game ended, it started pouring down rain, and that's how we have it here at the reservation. And there is the little pooch kick off of Winnfield and goes out of bounds off of number 11 there. Yeah. So that'll bring the Winnfield offense out.
Yeah, I don't think he touched it. We got a flag down there, so they're going to say that kick went out of bounds on there. So Winnfield will have a choice here on this kick out of bounds.
So
got a couple options there.
John, a lot of your Menard players, you said they're going to see a lot of them playing both sides of the ball. What are some of the players to look out for here on this Menard Eagles?
So on the defense, we got Asher Davis be returning as we see the illegal kick out of bounds. So it looks like they're going to probably tack on 5 and give Winnfield 1st and 10. So you'll see Asher Davis playing nose. He's a senior. You'll see Carson Harrison will be out there at cornerback. He's a senior. We got a lot of juniors that'll be playing, and you're going to see some sophomores on this defense.
All right, here we go again with the Winnfield offense now in the shotgun. 2 receivers at the bottom, 2 at the top. They're going to hand it off right up the gut, and Menard is right there waiting on the running back for Winnfield.
Yeah, Asher Davis doing a good job holding the middle of that defensive line up. He's got Hollis Chapman up there with him, junior, and Ben Good, big senior, that'll be playing on that defensive front also with him.
Head coach for Menard Eagles is Coach David Perkins, who had a great, no relation to Chuck here, had a great season last year. I know it was fun for y'all to experience all that.
Yeah, his first year and get the district championship and get to the second round. Unfortunately, had to play the Buzzsaw Cavalry in the second round, eventual state champions.
Yeah, well, you could say you lost to the state champs. That's a little bonus, but out there is going to be a cut to the outside. That's number 10, still on his feet, and finally drugged down for Menard by number 16. And
that's Wyatt Hayward, sophomore, playing strong safety out there. And it's like, not sure who our linebacker was. Got him turned back. Looked like he was going to get him turned back in, and then the speed got to the outside and got the first down.
Yeah, that was a big run by the senior Jalen Jackson for Winnfield to get the first down. So ball at midfield here, right on the 50-yard line. Winnfield with 10 minutes, 50 seconds left here in this opening drive for Winnfield. 0-0 ball game here in game number 2 of Battle of the Border here at the reservation. In the shotgun, low snap. Looks like the ball hit the ground, or are they going to call it?
We got a false start on the number 2, the slot guy down here at the bottom. Got out of the stand out a little bit early.
So that's going to bring in an entire offense. It looks like there's like 6, 7 of them running in.
Well, Winnfield, they came out 4 wideouts in this formation. That's something in the Tioga game I don't think we saw all day. The most they did was spread out 2 guys, so he's had 4 wideouts. So probably not used to running that offensive formation based on that T we saw in the first game.
Looks like a big line changer. The entire thing. It's like a basketball game. 5 come in, 5 go out there. All right, still in the shotgun now. 2 receivers top. Oh, man's going to run into the slot right there. 2 receivers at the bottom of your screen. 1 running back here is to the right of the quarterback. He hands it off, cuts up the middle, and a big hit right there. Look at the Menard Eagle defensive line. Who's number 70 right there for Menard? That's a big hoss.
That's Hollis Chapman Jr. Also starts at right tackle for us. So one of the guys that'll be going both ways. And, this Menard team, one thing they've got to be this year, they're going to have to be physical and they're going to have to be fit because you're going to be playing a lot of Ironman football. We got 38 players on the team, 2A school.
Right.
So a lot of guys are going to have to go both ways and fill in here and there for folks.
They're exhausted that Saturday morning after having to play both sides of the ball and special teams here. That's going to be a loss of about 3 yards right there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 13 now for Winnfield. In the shotgun, he rolls to the right, looking to throw, dumps it off to number 10, and that's Jackson again, and a good job by the Menard Eagle defense.
Yeah, I think that was, I believe that was number 20, Sam Bracata, I think, if I have the number right on that. Made a good play from the Mike linebacker position on that and came up, read that screen and got out there and made the one-on tackle. If he doesn't make that tackle, that guy's probably running for 10 or 12, 15 yards easy.
Absolutely. It's going to bring up 3rd and 15 now for Winnfield here. So look for something possibly over the top. That was kind of unorthodox there. The way he threw that ball, it looked uncomfortable. I don't know if that was just part of the little dump-off plan or what have you, or he's seen somebody about to hit him in the mouth and let me get rid of it type of deal. As in the shotgun again. So, and then he's going to get hit and pushed right out of bounds at the line of scrimmage. It's almost like he's right-handed, but he's trying to throw it left-handed with the way he rolls out when he pulls that ball back like he's ready to throw. So that's going to bring up 4th and long here, and that's going to be the punt team come out for Winnfield.
And talking about Winnfield, that's a much different offensive formation than they played in the first game, right? I mean, we saw the T formation running up the middle, and just about every play there we had 3 or 4 wideouts for Winnfield there. So I think trying to do something a little bit different.
Way more successful in that first game with the lead getting, running the ball here. Just a rainbow snap, but no attempt here. And that's going to take a friendly Winnfield bounce all the way down to the 13-yard line here. Yeah, and that's going to bring up, we'll keep it here as well as Menard gets ready to get their offense out there. So good stop by the defense for Menard right there.
Yeah, we'll see, Menard coming out. You'll see Jack Roy at center, a senior. We'll see Ben Good at left guard, junior. You're going to see Aaron Bravel at right guard. Hollis Chapman on the defensive line playing right guard. We're going to see Lane Evans at left tackle. Of course, Jake Vaughn will be our quarterback, junior quarterback who quarterbacked last year. You'll see Aiden Moran, junior, at running back. Zach Dozot, Matthew Hicks at wide receiver. You'll see some Carson Harrison at wide receiver. Jordan Rich, Cutter Knowles playing up in the slot sometimes. And got a couple other running backs. You'll see maybe Asher Davis, Sam Bracata, a little Branson Buller also.
All right, here we go. In the shotgun, very similar right there. Man in motion. They're going to fake it and go to the running back here. That's number 13. He cuts off good to the left, still on his feet, and a fantastic run right there by number 13. That's Aiden Moran.
Yeah, Aiden Moran played a good bit last year as a sophomore, early in the year especially, and had some really good runs against Rose Pine last week in the scrimmage. So good things to see out of Aiden.
Yeah, good cut, a little good burst of speed right there by Moran. Good little fake right there on the man in motion, but that's a good carry right there for a first down on the first play of the offense here for Menard. Again, it looks like he's going to be in that shotgun. One running back just to his right, 2 receivers at the bottom. Man in motion again here. This time they're going to give it to him, but he fumbles it, and Winnfield falls on top of it. Very wet out here. Just had a big rain right before that. I think that had something to do with it, so that's going to be a turnover for Menard.
Yeah, bad exchange there. Jake and Jordan Rich coming across, looks like, on basically like a jet sweep, and just didn't quite get the exchange, put it on the ground. The ball's wet, just poured down rain 10 minutes ago. So unfortunate. Give Winnfield 1st and 10 right there at Menard's 21.
Menard's defense back on the field after a good series last time they were on the field. See if they can try to hold Winnfield here to either nothing or a worst case scenario, get a field goal type deal here. See if this Menard Eagle defense can continue to have their way on the defensive line, as now they revert back to what the offense was earlier. And there's a quick handoff to number 3, cuts to the outside, still on his feet, breaks one tackle, and finally drug out of bounds there, and trying to get that number on that. I believe it's 30, maybe, if I'm seeing that right. Nope.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that was on the tackle on that far side, but, went inside and then busted it outside. And I'll tell you, Menard really caved down the inside, but left that right edge open on the offense, and he was able to get outside. And fortunate to get him out of bounds after, only 9 yards.
Yeah, pickup of 9 here, 2nd and 1 now for Winnfield, who did not score in the first game, looking to capitalize on the turnover inside the 20 for Menard. Man in motion. They're going to hand it off to the fullback. He's hit immediately.
Quarterback.
Oh, no, that was a good look. They faked me out.
Yeah, they faked it to the fullback right there up the middle, and quarterback kept it, went around the left edge there, and you know, it's got 1st and goal now at the 2, and Menard's defense back against the wall right here.
Again, everybody pay attention because, you know, this is our warm-up game too. It's been a long off season. We've called a lot of softball and basketball, and we're excited about football season being back here at 446 Sports. We love what we do, and we are excited to get to cover Tioga, Menard, Ash, Pineville, and LCU, and so much more. Buckeye, we get to do it all, so we're super excited about this. Here, 1st and goal to go now here for Winnfield. 7 minutes, 18 seconds left. Hands off, but there is that Menard defense not going anywhere here. That could be a loss of a few yards there. It's going to bring up 2nd down and goal now.
Yeah, good penetration right there by the defensive line. It looks like we had some linebackers come in right there on that also and stuffed it and got them to the 3-yard line.
As you can see there, we'll show y'all here in a little while. We have the new Jumbotron here at the reservation. And you can see that you're actually watching the game while you're, you know, these players can use this a lot too as well. Yeah, absolutely. Hand off, cuts back still, and marches into the end zone. That's number 10. That's number 10, Jalen Jackson. Yep, Jalen Jackson, the senior running back for Winnfield with their first score.
Yeah, off the left side, just hit the hole right there and kind of went in untouched in the gap off left tackle.
And our BU Design instant replay here. And just it's tough because you got to fill in that gap as quick as you can. You don't know who's getting the ball here. That time the senior gets it and almost untouched till he gets into the end zone, into the secondary there. That's going to be 6 now here with the, looks like they're going to go for 2.
Yeah,
having a kicker is so important, man.
That's right, absolutely. And the only time we saw Winnfield's kicker last time was a punt, which was almost blocked.
Another pitch, that's going to be bobbled to the outside, and Menard falls on top of it, so the 2-point conversion is no good. So with 6 minutes, 37 seconds left here, 6-0, Winnfield on top of Menard here, but Menard getting ready to get the ball back here on 446 Sports Battle of the Border.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Tumey-Ingram Field. Battle of the Border. Menard taking on Winnfield. Winnfield scores, misses the 2-point conversion. So we are at 6-0 right here with 6 minutes and 37 seconds left here. Menard going to get their second crack at the ball here. Was moving the ball okay, just had the turnover on their last possession. So as they get ready to receive the kick from Winnfield, and it's a little poocher over the middle, fielded by Menard and brought down immediately, but they will have good field position for Menard.
Yeah, I think that was it number 31, Branson Buller, that fielded that?
I believe so, yes, sir.
Branson Buller, one of the running backs you'll see sporadically through the game.
Here comes that Menard offense. Again, 6-0 here, Battle of the Border. Game 2 of 3. I know original, of course, when we looked at the schedule, we knew that you're not going to be able to get 3 games at 30-minute clips. So we knew it was going to run a little bit later, but here we got 6.5 minutes left in this ball game, and then immediately after this same Menard team will take on the host team, Tioga, and that'll be live here on 446 Sports as well. As Menard in the shotgun, 2 receivers each side, man in motion, that's number 10, and cuts back here. And that's going to be a quarterback keeper. Vaughn's going to keep that himself and fall forward and maybe pick up 1 to 2 yards for Menard.
Yeah, I sent Cutter Knowles in motion and brought him back, and then tried to get the defense flow back over and bring Jake to the other side.
Again, we got a lot of I love the fact you and I were talking off air how You got a lot of volunteer coaches for this Menard team. That tells you again how loved that program is, because that's a lot of time.
It is.
Football coaches spend a lot of time.
Absolutely. I mean, you got Sam Bricata, Jay Sullivan, Coach Foltz out there. Julio's back running the offense. Julio Ortiz and Morgan Redmond. And
Coach Redmond was former Tioga coach here.
That's right. Yeah,
a few
does
years
a good
ago.
job with the track program over at Menard. It's a good amount of coaches over there giving them some individual work, and it's going to be an exciting season. Of course, we do have 12 seniors to replace. We've got 8 seniors on this team coming up. But, of those 12 seniors last year, you had 7 of them playing baseball that signed playing at the next level.
Yeah.
So you definitely lost a lot of experience, but it's an opportunity. You're going to see a lot of juniors and some sophomores out here this year. And of course, the 8 seniors that you got, that's going to give an opportunity for some people to step up and say, hey, I want to play, and put me out there.
Give us a rundown of some of the teams in your district here in this area.
Yeah, so our district changed from last year. We still have Oakdale and Avoyelles in the district, but we also picked up Kinder and Port Barry.
Okay.
So there'll be 2 new ones that are in the district this year, later in the season. We also do play Church Point. They're not in our district, but we will play them later in the year.
And you guys play Buckeye this year as well, and that's going to be a fun game.
Returning the Squirrel Bowl on Thursday night.
That's awesome. Here we go. Handoff to the left side. Still on his feet, falling forward, and that's a pretty good carry right there. And he was hit almost immediately and still fell for about 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, Aiden Moran off left side for 3 yards. So bring up about 3rd and 5.
So the old Squirrel Bowl there, that's a big deal over there at Buckeye. Man, that's so much fun to watch, and it's such a big game because everybody's excited about having the next. They don't even have school the next day.
my wife used to teach at Buckeye Elementary several years ago, and every time I'd ask her, how many kids do you have in class? I had 3. And that was first grade.
Yeah. It's a big deal. Yeah, high school is like almost not. You might as well just cancel the day and just. I think, don't they do that in high school? I don't think they have school that day. I'm not sure.
That may not be official, but there's nobody there. It looks like Menard's going to take a timeout right here. Yeah,
we'll keep it here as well. 5:09 there, 6-0. Winnfield on top of Menard here. We're going to keep it here. Game 2 of Battle of the Border here at Tumey-Ingram Field here, the new turf field here at Tioga. You also get to see the Jumbotron in the top left-hand corner of the field if you're looking from the camera angle that you see. Again, we'll have that on every home game here at Tioga. Excited having my buddy here, John Wolf, with us to do color commentary here. Way more familiar with this Menard team. Of course, him and Tom Boucher call all of Menard's games all season long, and you can find that here on 446 Sports as well. As well with me and Chuck here at Tioga. We love what we do. We've been doing this for many years, and you get used to your schools, you get used to these young men, and that you see them grow from the younger up, and you almost make it family as Vaughn rolls out to his right side, still on his feet, and finally drug down. Only gonna all that for just to pick up about a yard and a half.
Yeah, he rolled out to the right, and the left end out here got off the tackle and got in his face and disrupted that play and didn't let him get downfield with it, and tried to tuck it and run, and it's going to bring up 4th and about 3 on this one.
One of our sister teams last night, Ash, took on Sterlington, won 34-3. You can see that on the bottom of your screen. You have all the updates. We'll try to get you an update here in a little while. But Pineville is playing Buckeye tonight in their Jamboree as well. But we will try to get scores, according to that as soon as we can. Tioga defeats Winnfield in the first game, 10-0. Now Menard's taking on this same Winnfield team. There goes the punt. Pretty good kick.
Definitely high, good coverage kick for sure.
And that's going to unfortunately take a Winnfield bounce here. So it's going to be Winnfield's ball. So we're going to take a break here. 4 minutes, 18 seconds left here in this ball game. 6-0 Winnfield on top of Menard. We'll be right back.
To better serve our Senlaw family, Wallace Eye Associates proudly welcomes Louisiana native Dr. Nicholas Bro to the Wallace team.
I definitely feel very lucky and fortunate to be here with Wallace Eye and just to be practicing in Louisiana, born and raised and trained here my whole life. So I do feel very fortunate to be able to give back to this state that has given me so much.
When it's time for cataract surgery, there's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
we're back here as a penalty on Winnfield is going to march them back there. So they're going to start the drive at the 35-yard line. 6-0 Winnfield on top of Menard here. In this game 2 of Battle of the Border here at the reservation, Tumey-Ingram Field in Tioga. As Winnfield's in the shotgun, 2 receivers, top of your screen, 2 at the bottom, 1 lone run. Oh, that could have been something, but he moved, but they didn't call it. That's going to be a handoff to Jackson, back to the right side, still on his feet. And here comes the help. And a good job right there by Menard. That's number 14. Who's that number 14?
Yeah, that's Carson Harrison.
Of shedding the block there.
Of course, he was way down here at the bottom of the screen. But
all he had to go do is pancake him, man. He would have been on film.
But good play. Brought in number 77. That's Hunter Vaughn coming in, senior.
Any relation to Jake Vaughn?
No.
No. So they just have the same name. Just okay.
Or if there is, I don't know about it.
I understand.
Yeah.
We are in the South, buddy. You never know. Let's bring up second down at about 6. Winnfield in the shotgun. They've swapped offensive styles multiple times so far. That's going to be a throw out. And here comes Menard. Couple of missed tackles, but a good tackle right there by number 20. That is Sam Mercado. You said the sophomore. And
yeah.
I take it there's not too many Mercados.
Yeah, he's with the restaurant over there out on Coliseum.
Where half of Menard eats every morning.
Yep, you're right. And Sam played a good bit last year, even as a freshman. So Sam playing linebacker there. It looks like I think Cutter Knowles had a shot at that tackle and just let the guy slip and then picked up some yardage. So bring up 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 now for Winnfield here. Let's see if this Menard Eagle defense, see if they can make a big stop here. There's been a lot of bad snaps. I was fixing to say, and there's another one. And boom, exactly what you wanted if you're a Menard Eagles fan right there. A low snap. That's going to be a loss of a lot of yards. That's going to bring up 4th down, and now they're going to have to punt.
Yeah, Winnfield got a break earlier in the quarter here and got the turnover with us. And we had a shot at one right there, and Hunter Branch was running after it. But Winnfield able to recover and brings up 4th and long. So we'll see what Menard can do here and get a chance to return this punt maybe and get the offense back on the field.
Is that number 26 for Menard? Am I reading that right? Hunter Branch?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, Hunter Branch deep here to return this kick for Menard. Love to see him return one here for a touchdown.
And I think that's number 14 playing up Carson Harrison.
Yeah, the punter hadn't been the strongest. When they did score the touchdown, they went for 2.
Bad snap.
Yeah. So we're
like we got a timeout, Winnfield potentially.
We'll keep it here as well. Here, 4th down here, getting ready to punt the ball. I think they swapped balls.
No, they took a delay game to change the ball out.
Minute 47 seconds left here. 6-0 Winnfield on top of Menard. But Menard looking to make something happen here, which could be their possible last drive of this ball game. Again, the kicking team for Winnfield hadn't been the strongest, so the snap's been bad a few times here. So let's see if Menard can get some pressure on the kick. Little floater. That's a short kick, but nobody's coming up to get it. Oh, there he finally does. Cuts back up the middle. It's going to bring it right back up to just short of midfield. That's going to be, I believe, the 48-yard line.
Yeah.
And so that's going to have about a minute, 27 seconds now for this Menard offense to try to make something happen.
Good decision there to run up and get that ball off the ground. Don't let it roll around back there.
Yeah.
I believe that was number 20, maybe Sam Ricotta. I'm not sure.
So here comes the Menard offense now. That's led by Vaughn, Jake Vaughn. He is a junior quarterback, lefty for Menard. He's going to hand off, but we got flags. Let's see what we got here.
Sure if we got a false start or
hone in on the white hat.
40.
False start. That's going to march him back here. Lose 2 seconds on the clock, too.
I'm not sure if he called that on somebody in the line or wide out here, Matthew Hicks, if he got a little early jump on it.
Coach is unsure. They got their hands up. They're like, which one did it? It's the only thing, of course, watching on the weekends as opposed to this, you don't really get to see who did it, or they don't call out the name who did it or the number. Under center here. He's going to hand it off up the middle. And then there is a host of Winnfield Tigers, but they do get a couple of yards back.
Yeah, we'll see Menard trying to go in a little bit of a hurry up here with a little over a minute left to go in this game.
They're blowing the whistle here. I'm still not seeing what the White Hats call it. Oh, we have an injured player for Winnfield.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
down on the field, yep, right in the middle of the red. We should have been able to see him in that bright red with the white on, right?
Yeah, I was like, why are you blowing the whistle? But now I see. So we'll keep it here, but, just briefly talk about it. Immediately after this game, there'll be about a 15-minute, warm-up for both teams again, but it'll be this Menard team taking on Tioga varsity as well here on 446 Sports. And that'll be the final game of the battle of the border here at the Tumey-Ingram Field. Two, I say local teams. Winnfield's technically a Cenla, so it's good to see, trying to get some local. Sometimes this is the only time you see the local teams play is during these scrimmages or these jamborees.
Absolutely. You see in the jamborees, you'll see a lot of teams play one another that historically during the season aren't going to play one another.
Here we go, Menard now. Now he's at Vaughn's in the shotgun here. With a minute left, they hand the ball off, and big hole, but still on his feet. That could have been a face mask or something, but no call there. That was number 13. That was Aiden Moran again on the carry. So the hurry up is quick here. Third down now in 10. Back to the original line of scrimmage with 43 seconds left here in this ball game. Now Vaughn's looking to throw, and he does. He got a receiver. Great catch. Looks like he's going to get enough for the first down right at the right above the stick. That's going to be a 39-yard line.
Number 1, Zach Dozot, playing that wide out, picked up, needed about 10, got 11.
Yeah, good throw right there by Vaughn. So 31 seconds now on the clock. Throws it again. I believe that's caught yet again by Menard. Yes. And they hurrying up with 22 seconds left.
Yeah, that's Dozot again. That left wide receiver spot.
This is good, so good practice for this Menard Eagle team here to get this hurry up in. And again, Vaughn's looking downfield. 17 turns around. Look at Vaughn still on his feet, just trying to make something happen with 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And I believe that's going to do it. Yeah, they didn't have any timeouts any left, so that's going to do it for this ball game. So Winnfield, off the turnover, wins the ball game, scoring that touchdown 6-0. So, again, this is a jamboree. You don't have a lot of time, a lot of stuff going on here. So, couldn't open up a lot, but Winnfield gets the win here in this ball game. But tell us, what did you see from your Menard team so far?
The offensive line, they made some good blocks up front, did pretty well. You saw Jake there at the end when he did throw it, making some really good completions to Zach. Hayden ran the ball really well.
Yeah, I got you. And he did. He did a great job. Your senior running back was definitely running the ball. You could tell that he is their go-to guy for any time they need to get something to happen or something big to happen. But it's nice to when you need to throw the ball, you have that option to throw the ball. And they were wide open, these receivers, making good routes.
Yeah, they really did. And Aiden ran the ball really well.
Absolutely. So 6-0, Winnfield defeats Menard. But stay tuned. Look, we're going to take a break. When we come back, it's going to be the same Menard team going to take on Tioga here on Game 3 of Battle of the Border on a 446 Sports production of high school football. I am Billy Fresh alongside John Wolf with our producer extraordinaire, Mr. Chuck Perkins. We'll be right back after this. Thank you. And welcome everybody here to the final game of the evening. Battle of the Border. Tioga takes on Menard. I am Billy French alongside John Wolf. Hey, bud, it's getting ready to get the final game here as we get ready for week 1 next week, as Tioga will be kicking the ball off to Menard here. And that's the first kick tonight from Tioga that wasn't into the end zone. Here comes Menard taking it back and drug down about the 20-21 yard line for the Menard Eagles here as the Tioga defense gets ready to come out. And we get to see Menard's offense again here. Tioga wins the first game against Winnfield 10-0. Menard takes on Winnfield and loses 6-0, but had a great drive towards the end. Just couldn't quite get it into the end zone here. So both of these teams, this is the second and final game of Jamboree night.
Yeah, it's that last opportunity to work some players that you want to see before week 1 next week and see what you got and see who's going to step up for you in certain positions.
Absolutely. Get the kinks out tonight here for regular season here. Vaughn in the shotgun. That's Mercado moves over. They're going to hand the ball off and hit and falls forward. Gains for about 3 yards, and that is the starting running back. That's number 13, Aiden Moran.
Yeah, Aiden's coming a workhorse tonight. And, you know, the good thing about Aiden, and when we look at him last year, even you mentioned it in the first game they played, when you get hit, if you can fall for that extra 1 or 2 yards, can really make a difference on the night.
Absolutely. 2nd and 8 now for Menard, as the Tioga defense, who had their way with that Winnfield offense earlier, made a couple good plays, got a few turnovers here. And here comes the all-out blitz, and my goodness, that was Kenny Ponche. Perfectly timed. Let's see if we can get a play review on that if we're able to. We might not be able to.
We got a turnover on it, actually.
You're going to see Kenny Ponche in the strong safety right here. He's going to read it all the way. Watch him take off. And as soon as the ball is snapped, he's going to be across the line of scrimmage. Look at the timing. Kenny straight up, boom. Beats his guy and hits it before he can even hand the ball off.
Yeah, brought the inside linebacker on that, too, through the same gap, it looked like.
My goodness. Kenny Ponche, I've got to watch this young man play for a couple of years now, and he's just one of the hardest-hitting safeties you could possibly see. And that forces a big turnover early on here, and now Tioga will take over here. And, again, we're going to have a few little changes here. We're good here. It's going to be Case Malone in the shotgun. That's going to be Travis Adams to his right. They're looking to throw off the bat, and that is thrown, immediately caught at the 10. Oh, what a block by Ryan Reeves. My goodness, Angelo Shelton with the touchdown reception. But if you can see, we're going to do another replay if we can. Watch number 17, the captain right here. He plays that fullback slash, but he's going to go in the slot, going to come around. But watch the block by 17 right there.
Yeah.
My goodness.
I don't mean to be that guy. That's illegal.
Yeah, that's
a blindside block.
I couldn't believe they didn't throw a flag in that particular play.
That needed to be 15 all the way.
Yeah, because he wasn't looking. He didn't see it or nothing. But here comes Ethan Bridges with the extra point, and it is good. So after the turnover, Shelton with the touchdown reception, 7-0, Tioga on top of Menard. We'll be right back here on 446 Sports.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
All right, we are back here, 7-0, Tioga on top of Menard as they get ready to kick off. Menard will be receiving here, 11 minutes, 3 seconds. Game 3, Battle of the Border here at Tumey-Ingram Field, home with the new turf, the new Jumbotron, and just exciting season here for Tioga football. Here comes Menard, and 1 foot was in, 1 foot was out. He's going to go ahead and run with it. And a good return. It's not a bad return. 23 yards right there from Menard. And let's see if they can get some momentum going here after the turnover.
Yeah, just bad thing of events there. You know, the first game had that first turnover and one right here, and got a foul. We got a flag on the field. Should have had one on that touchdown, but we didn't get one here, so we'll have to see what this one's about.
As we key in on the white hat as he's going to give us a call. There's some clapping going by Tioga, so let's see if that's going to be against Menard. It
for a
is.
hold.
Yep, that's going to be a holding on Menard. I saw Tarver Landry clapping there, and that normally, you know, is a good sign for whoever's clapping. They think it's against the other team.
Yeah, so this bring up 1st and 10 from the 13 for Menard. So again, deep in their territory.
And the one thing Tioga's strength is, again, like I said, is anything underneath. So if you've got a team that gets behind the sticks and they have to throw when they're not normally, like, you know, that's not part of their offense as often, that's where Tioga kind of picks people apart. Because they read the eyes of the quarterback. There, we have our secondary and linebacking crew is very, very good. As you can see, Ponche's rolling out. And again, good job right there. That is going to be number 4. That is Kewan Kyle with the pass protection right there. So that's going to be no good. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, number 4 out there for Tioga had good underneath coverage there, and Jake tried to force it in and threw it high. Thankfully, looks like we got roughing the pass. No, we got roughing the passer. It looks like.
I wonder who that was on. Let's see.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
I didn't get to see that either. But so that's going to move them back up. That's a 15-yard penalty there.
So the roughing is automatic first down in high school. Not all personal fouls. So unlike college on Saturdays and Sundays, not all personal fouls are automatics. But your roughings are, roughing the passer, roughing the kicker, snapper. Things of that nature will be a first down.
Majority of the time, because it's a 15-yard penalty, it will result in a first down unless you're like 1st and 20 or whatever, you're 2nd and 20 or something like that. But yes, one of the few different rules there is a high snap, but he gets it right there and he's hit. And a host of Tioga defenders right there, but it's going to be a pickup of about 1 yard, 2 yards there for Menard, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, it looks like that number 1 came in for Tioga. Had a clean shot at Aiden. Aiden sidestepped him initially to pick up 2 yards, fortunately, right there. Number 1 was in the backfield.
Yeah, that's number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah, that's going to be Champion. That is Sajavion Champion. And again, I said that in the first game. You'll hear his name a lot this year. Very, very hard-hitting linebacker for Tioga. It's going to bring up 2nd, and we're going to go ahead and say 2nd and 8 here for Menard. 2 receivers top of your screen. Here goes set back in the fullback. Look at him changing the play. He's seeing the blitz. Going to be a handoff and just breaks it. That was a close call right there. That is Bryson Fall. Just missed the tackle in the backfield there. It's going to bring up 3rd and long now for Menard.
Yeah, they were bringing pressure on that from the middle and looked like from that edge over there too.
9 minutes, 44 seconds left here in the ball game. Game 3 of battle on the border here. Tioga taking on Menard here at the reservation in Tioga, Louisiana. 2 receivers each side here. 1 lone setback behind your quarterback, Vaughn. Now we got a runner in motion, another runner in motion. High snap and good throw right there, and he might have some room if he can break the tackle, but Kenny Ponche does not miss very many tackles there. Him and also number 48. That is Justin White, the sophomore, with a help with Kenny Ponche, but a big pickup right there, and that brings up 3rd and short.
Yeah, Dozot on the catch there, and
4th and short.
We're going to bring up about 1 yard to make it right there, and looks like they're going to keep Jake out here and see what they can do with 4th and 1.
Man,
yeah, absolutely. Let's see what you got in short yardage situation. What can you do? Going up a big physical Tioga team and see what happens.
See some hard count, because these Tioga defensive linemen right now they're winning the battle at the line of scrimmage. But if they can get a little overzealous, you can get that hard count.
Yeah, we're going to get a time. Yeah, Menard calling time out here.
We'll keep it here as well. 8 minutes, 33 seconds left here in the ballgame. 7-0 Tioga on top of Menard here at the reservation. Beautiful night of football, especially after the first game. As soon as the game finished, they shook hands. The rain just hit. Poor Winnfield and Menard just standing out there in the rain while all the Tioga people got to go sit down and cover up. But Again, a little bit of rain coming in and out, but so far since that one big pour, it's been pretty nice. Of course, we're in the air conditioner over with the roof,
Right. Now, maybe we'll blame the rain on that fumble in that first game against Winnfield.
That's what I did. It immediately happened. I said it was wet. My buddy Justin Foltz out there, coach, one of the coaches for Menard, I sent him a text earlier saying, man, you look wet out there when it was pouring down raining while we're up here in the press box with air conditioning and all that. That's why I love football now, because I know I don't have to get wet or anything anymore. And there it is. There, the hard count. That's what I said. Yep. Yep. And the one of the ones that made the task, Justin White, that jumped offside, is going to give Menard the first down. And good job right there by the Menard offense. Good job by Jake Vaughn right there on the hard count.
Yeah, it's one of those things, in the Jamboree, he'll clean up. Mooter will take his defense back and teach that D-line to watch the ball.
You can highlight that one right there tomorrow morning, buddy. There is going to be some repercussions to that for sure. 1st and 10 now for Menard with 8 minutes, 33 seconds left here. In the shotgun. He's going to drop back to throw and overthrows. That could have been Jackson Tarver, who already has one interception today. He came up to cover that slot route right there, but he threw it over here. But that could have been another interception. But luckily for Menard, it will just be an incompletion and bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, Jake under a little bit of pressure right there, trying to hit those out again, coming across the middle, and just went high with it. Maybe in one of those, hey, may have saw it and said, I just kind of need to throw this out into the outfield.
Yeah, if you throw it long enough and nobody can get to it, you just got to read that safety. But here we go. 2nd and 10 now for Menard. Spread that offense and watch that running back from the out. Yep, there it is. And that's going to be a big hit. That could be a flag. I don't see one throwing yet. Nothing thrown.
Yeah, that's terrible. No call. I'm not sure. This deep official out here, because it was the same guy going the other way, he's got responsibility for that blindside block. He missed that. Missed a very late hit out here.
That's going to be a loss of 2 yards. There's going to bring up 3rd and 12 now. The first hit was fine. There's the last hit
that was clearly in the white.
Yes.
Or even from up here. And it was to the head. Yeah.
So 3rd and 12 now for this Menard offense. Karlinski Lloyd at the bottom of the he had a great year last year, defensive back. Little zone coverage and a good job. Oh man, number 5 had the tackle but just gave it away. That is Tarver Landry. I don't think he saw that the ball was thrown, because he's normally lights out.
He was right there on Matthew. Looks like we got some extracurricular going on.
Now a flag comes out.
Not sure who it's going to be.
I think that's going to be a little chatty Cathy right there or something. Maybe a push. 8:08 left here in this ballgame. 7-0 Tioga on top of Menard. Let's see what the call is from the White Hat. It looks like it might be going against Tioga. They're talking to Coach Kevin Cook.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Wait and see.
Maybe not. I mean, he is. Yeah. Personal foul, yep. Yeah, he's talking to Karlinski.
So that'll result.
I didn't see a push.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I didn't see it. I saw Matthew Hicks, and he was able to get past that first tackle and get a little bit of yardage out of it. Not sure what the foul was, but that'll give Menard, 15 yards there to bring up a 1st and 10.
So now Menard on the Tioga side of the field for the first time this evening. High snap again. Vaughn, he's under pressure. Was able to throw it, a little dump off right there, and a huge tackle by Champion. But a great play by Menard. That's number 10.
Yeah, that's Cutter Knowles kind of on an inside screen there. That's what it was kind of set up like. And, man, they were in Jake's face pretty quick on that. But able to get the pass completed and pick up a 7-yard gain out of it.
Big play right there by Vaughn to be able to just dump it off. And when you're under pressure like that, little Drew Brees-esque, knowing where to find your check downs. That's a big completion of about 7 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down now. Vaughn under center this time. Checking the defense. And there's a flag. false start.
Yeah, they're going to call false start here on Menard. You got to realize when you're an offensive lineman and once you put that hand down on the ground, you cannot bring it back up. It is a false start. Even though you're not simulating a snap, if you're set with that hand on the ground and you pick it up, that's considered a false start. So I think that's what happened with a couple of those linemen. It looked like Jake was either going to change the play or check down to something, and the offensive line just picked their hand up trying to listen to him a little better.
Absolutely. So that's going to bring up second down and about 8 for Menard with 7 minutes, 8 seconds left here in the ball game. 7-0 Tioga on top. In motion is Mercado. He's going to lead the way, and a pretty good run right there. Pickup of about 3 or 4 yards, and that is going to be Aiden Moran, number 13, the senior running back from Menard.
Yeah, Aiden's junior.
Junior, yes. That's great. That's awesome, man, to have that come back, and Jake Vaughn come back as well. Very, very strong junior class right here for this Menard Eagles.
Yeah, and both those guys, Jake and Aiden, got a lot of playing time, obviously, last year.
My goodness, y'all have a ton of juniors.
Yeah, we do. And a few sophomores out there playing, especially on defense.
2 receivers in that bunch each side there. Vaughn's going to keep it himself. And he runs into his own player. Ball comes out. I don't know if they're going to say he was down. Yeah, we got one official saying he's down.
Pointing it down, but we got another official trying to kill the clock. So we got 2 officials saying one thing and the umpire saying another.
Well, they're coming off the field. And it looks like they're going to say it's a turnover, right? No, or the offense coming back onto the field.
No, I mean
it looked like the ball came.
Yeah, I don't know. Your official on the high side was killing the clock. For some reason.
They're saying it was down. Okay, now I'll dig it back in on the replay that we just saw on BU Design.
Was it out?
It looked like he had turned around and the ball came out right before. But, again, they don't have the luxury of the replay like we do, so the defense will stay out there, but it's going to bring up 4th down, and Travis Adams will be the returner here.
So the umpire was pointing to the ground. You could see him saying, hey, I got him down, but your head linesman was coming in, killing the clock like he had a turnover, and, clock should be rolling.
Yep, and that's going to be a timeout, Tioga. We'll keep it here. 6:22 left here in the ballgame. 7-0 Tioga on top of Menard. A good drive here by Menard, stalled at the very end. And you can see that right here on the instant replay, brought to you by BU Designs. High snap, which has been a problem all night for Menard. But right here, you could tell as soon as he turned around, the ball came out before he was down. However, you don't have the luxury. Yeah, you got one blowing it dead, then you got one saying it was down.
Right.
But Menard, they've had 2 calls kind of go against them today.
Needed something.
That was the one that benefited Menard right there, as Tioga will still get the ball on 4th down here as they get ready to punt. Tune in next week for us, Thursday night, 7 p.m. or 6 p.m., excuse me. Is it 6 p.m., right? It's been a while. No, Thursday night at Quibido's, 7 p.m. At Quibido's, we're going to have the Kevin Cook Coaches Show, the reservation roundup. Myself, Chuck will be there. Make sure everybody comes out, wear your Tioga red. What do y'all do for your Coaches Show?
We're doing Wednesday night at 7 o'clock at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Coach Perkins.
Yeah, great job right there. You get the first year with one of our new sponsors, Buffalo Wild Wings. We'll have the Coaches Show. Is it still the Eagles' Nest?
It is.
All right, there's a good 4th down pass right there, still on his feet. Kenny Ponche just grabs him by the pad to save the touchdown. So a good job by Menard right there on 4th down.
Yeah, that was number 10, Cutter Knowles, down there, and came free, and a good pass by Jake.
Jake throws it over the middle right here, wide open, in a good little spot. That's a perfect throw right there in between the 2 safeties, and good job Menard right there. Now they've got the ball in the red zone, ball spotted at the 11-yard line with 6 minutes left. Thought they were punting.
Yeah, I mean,
and then changed their mind.
Changed their mind. Like I said, Jamboree, fourth down, might as well go for it.
That's it. What's that, like Water Boy? Last game of the season. Don't leave any. Here we go for another timeout. We're going to take a quick break here to get some sponsors in. 7-0, Tioga on top of Menard. We'll be right back.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family. For all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, Apparel and Promotions in Pineville.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
And welcome back, everybody. Here, 5:58 left here in the ball game. Menard in the red zone. Hands the ball off and then hit as he tries to get to the outside. What a beautiful tackle right there. It's number 22.
Yeah, Aiden going left side, trying to find a hole out there, and Tioga defense stretching out and then coming off the edge, making a good tackle out there on him.
Yep, Cohen Henry with the big tackle. Again, we talked about him last week at the scrimmage, coming out of nowhere. Starting on this defense now, making a lot of tackles here. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal now for Menard with 5:28 left here in this ball game. 7-0 Tioga on top. Vaughn now in the shotgun. Cutter in motion. They hand the ball off, hit up the middle, still untouched, and falls forward. I think he got there.
The official's not even on the goal line down here.
We have one over, but they're saying, I think the official at the top
on the far
is
side.
going to give But yeah, out of position down here on this one.
This line judge and deep official down here.
A.J. Adams comes off the field here, and you'll see it right here on our BU Design instant replay. I do believe after that initial hit, he pushed through and did clear. The guy at the bottom of the screen would have had a way better view than the top, but either way, it was a touchdown. Somebody's hurt there for Menard.
Yeah, it's trying to get a number on that.
63?
63, that'd be Aaron
Brevell.
Junior.
The junior
right
defensive
guard.
lineman.
Yeah, right guard.
And plays both. I'm looking at the thing here, both ways. As the Eagles score there, try to get the extra point.
So it looks like they're going to bring out the offense here and go for 2.
Last game of the year, Coach. Got to go for it. Can't leave anything out. Here we go. Jake Vaughn under center here. Fullback leading the way, and he gets in untouched. That's going to be a 2-point conversion. So 8-7 now. We're going to take one more break. We'll be right back. 8-7, Menard on top of Tioga. As you can see the instant replay here as he knocks it in for the 2-point conversion to bring the score to 8-7 here, untouched.
Yeah, they brought in Asher Davis, nose guard, for lead block on that, and went off left side.
We're going to keep it here. So appreciate everybody watching here. Again, look at the top right-hand corner of your screen. That is our sponsors. We cannot do anything without our sponsors. We've got such great ones. Our starting lineups, of course, brought to you by Velar and Green. Our Southern Air Cool play of the game. Our Louisiana Athletic Club keys to the game. Our Links on the Bayou drive, long drive of the game, and so many more. Our Express, you have one job. We're going to be talking about some of that. Our Express employment. Of course, our scoreboard brought to you by Wallace Eye Center. So we appreciate them. Valex, of course, everybody. I don't want to leave anybody out. There's so many great sponsors. We're going to key up our sponsor page right here. And if you would like to be a sponsor as well, if someone hasn't reached out to you, we thought we've reached out to pretty much everybody we could. But if you haven't been reached out to, please contact me. My name is Billy French. You can reach on me on Facebook, Billy J. French, or 446 Sports, however you want to do it. Reach out. We've got packages to fit everybody. We're not trying to take money just because we want money. We're trying to make this everything that we do to a better program for you to watch. Here we go, kickoff. That's going to be, I think that's going to be Karlinski Lloyd. And yes, he cuts back. Karlinski still on his feet. Karlinski Lloyd to the 30, to the 20, to the 10. 5, touchdown, Karlinski Lloyd. Tioga takes the lead back.
Yeah, it was a little kick there. Matthew Hicks to the right side, fielded around the 30 or so, and Menard lane coverage just dissipated quick on that. And left it wide open for him to go right down that left side.
Goodness, I thought he was going to get pushed out of bounds right there, but put on the Jets, man. Karlinski Lloyd with a great return right there. 4 minutes, 57 seconds left here in this ball game as Ethan Bridges gets ready to come out for the extra point. 13-8, extra point pending here for Tioga.
There you go.
A great return there for Karlinski. Here comes the snap. Christian Isles is your holder. Here comes the kick. It looks good. So that's going to do it right there. 14-8 with 4 minutes, 57 seconds left. As you can see, Mr. Lloyd getting in his oxygen. Where's his mask?
Well, you said, last week in the scrimmage, Tioga struck quick, and both tonight, they've been striking quick. Didn't even need the offense out there on that one.
Well, that could have been the Lynx on the Bayou. That's not a drive. That was just one run. That was all the way there. Fantastic by Karlinski Lloyd. And we're going to see the right here on BU Designs. It was a shorter kick. And you caught it. Yeah, look at that right there.
Cutter nose making up ground, but just ran out of real estate.
Big return here as Ethan Bridges gets ready to kick it off again. And everybody, kids and everybody, giving them a high five over there on the track. Tioga on top 14-8 after the return touchdown by Karlinski Lloyd with 4 minutes, 57 seconds left here in this ball game. Game 3 of Battle of the Border here at Tioga High School. Starting to thin out in the stands a little bit. Here comes Ethan Bridges with the kick. And another pretty decent kick. That's going to be over into the end zone, but returnable. Still on his feet, good cutback, and finally going to be drugged down, but a pickup. That's a 23-yard return right there by number 20. That's Sam Mercado.
So I'm not real sure why the official didn't put that as a touchback. He did touch it, but he touched it. He was basically at the 1.
I got you.
And if it still crosses in, ball was in the air.
So 4:49 left here in this ballgame. 14-8 Tioga on top of Menard. Menard scores the last drive. Had some good passing towards the end of that drive there to set up the touchdown from Warren. Here goes again Vaughn under center this time. 2 receivers each side. They hand it off. Falls forward, and a host of Tioga defenders brings him down, but a good pickup on first down. You're going to see a couple of the guys stretching down there. Cooler night than we've expected, than it's what it's been for the last couple of weeks here. So it's a good night of football aside from the rain, which we desperately needed.
Normally during a jamboree, how many times do you see guys out there cramping up and getting stretched out, right? Hadn't seen that yet tonight.
Yep, just the cool weather's really helped out, of course, if you can deal with a little bit of rain, and everybody seemed to have brought their umbrellas. Sending it back in motion. There's a handoff up the middle. And nowhere to go right there for Aiden Moran that time. So that's going to bring up third down and about 5 yards.
Yeah, we had a lineman pull out there and kind of had that right side sealed off a little bit. Aiden looking left and just nothing there over the center.
Here comes a little substitution. That's going to be Mercado coming out. Cutter coming in. I'm learning them quicker. Of course, you've done this for a while too. It just takes a little while to learn the names, and some of them it's usually the way they walk. You can tell who. I can tell you Case Malone from anywhere the way he walks. In shotgun, he's looking to throw. He's looking to the left side. Good coverage, but an even better throw and catch. Wow. My goodness, number 17.
Yeah, that's Matthew Hicks. You had 2 receivers right there. It kind of makes me wonder if somebody ran a wrong route within 3 yards of one another.
I think that was really number 5, Tarver. Drop back in coverage from the linebacker spot. Read it perfectly. He just threw it over the perfect throw right there by Vaughn. They're just out of the reach of the linebacker. I thought it was going to be a pick.
Yeah, if he was going to the short receiver for sure because it covered underneath. But Matthew made a really good adjustment and got his toes down and
First
brought it
down.
in.
Yeah, first down for Menard here with 2 minutes, 42 seconds left here in this ball game. Again, high snap. That's going to be a quarterback keeper to the right side. Still on his feet. Good tackle right there for Tioga. That's Henry, I believe, with the tackle, number 22.
Yeah. Hey, Jake's done a really good job of throwing the ball in this game. You know, finishing up the Winnfield game there at the end when they were trying to make up some ground, had some really good completions, and had some tonight too.
Henry with the tackle here, but a good pickup on first down for Menard. Going to bring up 2nd and 4 now. Ball spotted at right just short of the 40-yard line. Menard's having a little bit of success throwing the ball here right now in this last drive and the previous drive as well. That's going to be a quarterback keeper to the left side. Breaks free, gets enough for the first down, and finally brought down. But a good first down run for first down right there by Jake Vaughn. That's going to move the sticks. Should be at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Jake, very athletic quarterback and really good runner. Ran a lot last year, and then obviously the past few series we've been seeing a lot of throws now though too. So that's a good thing.
Very successful with the rollout. Especially, of course, he's left-handed, so if he rolls out to the left. But he's got good enough receivers that if they can get just a hair of separation, y'all going to be tough to deal with that because you're getting enough movement while this offensive line left protection, and you got some good skill players on the outside. And then you got a running back that can just do a lot of work. You know, Aiden Moran doing a great job. Oh, we got a mix-up.
Play.
And that's going to be a pickup of a yard here on a busted play.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Jake turned the wrong way or if Aiden went the wrong way.
Tackle by Tarver, number 5.
As we come to under a minute to play.
Tarver Landry on that tackle. Yep, 44 seconds left here. 14-8. Tioga on top of Menard. It looks like they're okay with it, having maybe one more final play, possibly, or not in a hurry. It's Jamboree, you know what I mean? That's going to be a handoff to Moran up the middle. That's not going to Henry and a host of Tioga defenders there. It's going to bring up 3rd and long now with 18 seconds. Let's see if they're going to try to get one more snap off. It doesn't look like it. Coach is coming on the field. I think that's going to do it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and as A.J. Adams comes off the field with his helmet off. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 here, and that's going to do it. So Tioga wins this one 14-8. Great game, though. A lot of back and forth by both teams. Offense has got to do a little bit, get to see. Menard, compared to what we saw at the first game, they started finally getting some rhythm going, but time ran out.
Yeah.
A lot better showing here in the second game, but a great job by both teams.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Menard's definitely got some stuff to build off of, you know, things they can work on for sure. And but, you know, to see Jake throw the ball like he did coming off last year and having that success and the defense, you know, stepping up at times, having some really good plays on the defense and defensive line and kind of picking up where Menard's defense left off last year. I mean, pretty relatively solid defense output.
So the Jamboree Battle of the Border is done here tonight at Tumey-Ingram Field Hill. 3 games here tonight. Tioga wins against Winnfield 10-0. Winnfield defeats Menard, and then Tioga defeats Menard at the 3rd game here. So fun night here at Tioga. Appreciate you coming along, buddy. I can't say enough how much I appreciate help because I talk and I like to take breaks sometimes. Yeah. And, of course, thanks to my buddy Chuck here producing here as always. This is the quietest he's ever been in any broadcast him and I have ever done.
Well,
and that's only because you don't have the right headset on.
There you go. I took his headset tonight. Yeah, no, I appreciate you having us up here and good time up here on the reservation and to see the new turf and the Jumbotron and good night of football and way to start the season, man, with a good Jamboree between some good local teams.
Absolutely. A little added bonus. Thank you to Megan Brown for camera. A lot of the stuff that you've seen on the field was from Megan. She's going to be helping us out all year long. Thank you, Ms. Brown. Of course, she's one of Tioga's softball players. We love her to death. So thank you for tuning in. We appreciate everybody watching. Next week, we're on the road to open up regular season at Sterlington. You can tune in here on 446 Sports. Don't forget, Thursday night, reservation roundup at Quibido's. Tune in. You can watch that here at Coach's Show with Coach Kevin Cook.
And we'll be at have Northwood at home next week, Friday night. Boucher will be back in, and we'll be at Buffalo Wild Wings Wednesday night. So come out and see us.
That's it. Let's get a win for everybody here at 446 Sports. I am Billy French, John Wolf, Chuck Perkins, and everybody. We thank you for watching. God bless. We'll see you next week. Thank you.